Hey, horror fans, once again, it is me, the Horror Minds of Money G. It's time to review the latest film in the Predator franchise. It's the prequel called Prey. Now, Prey is a 2022 American sci-fi action horror film. It was directed by Dan Trachtenberg. The film was written by Patrick Olson, based upon the Predator series created by Jim and John Thomas. Now, the film stars Amber Midthumber, Dakota Beers, Dan DeLaringo, and Michelle Thrust. Now, set in the Comanche Nation 300 years ago, Nehru, a skilled female Comanche warrior, fights to protect her tribe against one of the first highly evolved predators to land on Earth. Now, I'm sure when the 1987 action sci-fi film Predator was released, we all thought it was just another action film starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. And it's one of the many action films he played in during the 80s, whether it was Sylvester Stallone, him, Dolph Lundgren, Bruce Willis, all those action films that we saw throughout the 80s. And that's basically what we thought about this particular film, Predator. I mean, nobody, not from 20th Century Fox or film writers Jim and John Thomas, believed that the alien predator would become one of the most popular sci-fi creatures in pop culture. Now, the Predator, also known as Yautja or the Hish-Q-10, has not only spawned 4 sequels and 2 crossover films with the alien species from Alien. They have appeared in comic books, series, novels, magazines, video games. They have their own collector items. I'm pretty sure my good friend Marty from the Trash Picture Show can tell you, as he's a huge collector, all anything related to either film, whether it's the Predator or the alien species. This character has become one of the most popular sci-fi alien creatures in pop culture. Now, despite all the success this franchise had, the last film, The Predator, was a huge disappointment to most Predator fans, and they wanted a Predator film that would be similar to the first film back in 1987. They have been cramming for it. Not saying that the other Predator films have been good. I mean, Predator 2 was good. Predators was okay. I mean, then you had the crossover films. I would say the first Alien versus Predator was okay. The second was a huge disappointment, but that's what most Predator fans have been going for. Something similar to the 87 film. So, film director Dan Trachtenberg brings us his entry into the franchise, a prequel called Prey. Set in 18th century in the Comanche Nation in the Great North Plains, somewhere around Central America and Western Canada, we're introduced to Naru, a young Comanche woman who dreams to become a great hunter like her brother Tabi. After noticing a Thunderbird, which is really the spaceship driving off the Predator, in the sky and a series of other events that take place, Naru goes off and tries to prove her worth by tracking and hunting this unknown creature. Uh-oh, here we go. Now, you really have to get Dan and the cinematographer Jeff Cutter credit, as he did a fantastic job of how well this film looks. I mean, from the wide shots of the open areas of the Great North Plains, the beautiful looking forests, and how the fog settles in, gives the film the authentic look that it makes the audience believe that we are back in the 18th century. There's really no modern setting here. Everything looks authentic. It looks believable that you're back in the 18th century. You also have to give the filmmakers a great job making sure they presented the Comanche culture correctly. How they lived, how they hunted, how they gathered medicine, how they treated each other during this time period. They did a great job so it doesn't insult their nature or their culture. I'm pretty sure lots of Native Americans will appreciate what the filmmakers did in presenting the Comanche culture in this film. They also did a fantastic job with the visual effects, using practical effects mixed in with some CGI, which is a vast improvement from The Predator. I believe some of the great scenes that we see, not giving anything away, the scenes when the Predator goes up against the grizzly bear. There are some other scenes that shows the Predator doing something we haven't seen before in other Predator films. I mean, they did a fantastic job. You really got to give the filmmakers credit in what they did. Like, again, using mostly practical effects instead of that crappy CGI that we saw in The Predator. Now, as I said before, that really works when we see the Predator hunt other predators before he encounters Naru. I mean, it really shows what the true nature of the predators that we have always heard. But now that we're in the past, here in this time period, We actually see the predator does what it does best, hunting other predators. Speaking about the Predator, I really love how they created this. It looks more like a throwback, a primitive version of the species. I mean, while it doesn't have the more modern technology that we've seen in other films, this one is just as dangerous and as deadly as we've seen it before. I mean, I love the mask that it has. Not the typical mask we've seen the predators in other films. It looked more suited for this type of time period, not the futuristic mask that we've seen the predators wear before. Dan does a great job in setting the action scenes very well, something that was missing in the previous film, whether it's the Predator fighting against other predators, the fur trapping Frenchman, or Naru and the other Comanche warriors. Fantastic action scenes. I mean, I love the fact that the filmmakers cast an actual American Native American actress, Amber Midthunder, as the lead, as she doesn't disappoint, and she's terrific and wonderful as Naru. She gives Naru the strength, courage, and determination that the character needs, and she can handle herself when given the chance. There's one series in the film where she encounters some talk back from one of the other warriors, and she really holds her own in fighting against them, and that proves that she's determined to prove that she can just be as good as the men in her tribe. Now, I love the camaraderie that Amber and Dakota Beers, who plays her brother Tabby, as you can believe that they're really brother and sister. You know, despite the fact that she's a woman, he respects her skills not only as a healer but also as a hunter. He sticks up for her. She knows she's more than capable of handling her home. As a matter of fact, during one of their hunts, he actually takes her advice and takes down a lion that they were hunting. Now, I'm pretty sure most people, especially Predator fans, really love the fact that this is the Predator film fans have been wanting since Predator 2. As while the Predators, as I stated earlier, was decent, the last film was so disappointing. So it's nice to see this one return to what made the first movie so special and so great. I mean, you have the tension, the suspense, great action scenes, beautiful acting, like I said before, and excellent cinematography. I'm pretty sure everyone's going to love this film. And obviously, we can't wait to see what's in store next. And I'm pretty sure if the film is successful, I'm pretty sure that I believe Disney, which bought 20th Century Fox, will want to have more Predators into the bank, because I know when they bought Fox, they did say we're going to make a new Predator film and a new Alien film. So they are very well successful in creating the new Predator film. So I'm very looking forward to seeing what they have in store for the Alien series. So I'm going to give Prey 4 out of my 5 bloody gold coins. Just giving it 4 out of my 5 bloody gold coins. This will probably definitely be in my top 10 best horror films of the year, because like I said before, it's filmed beautifully. You have great acting with the leads, great practical effects. I love the look of the Predator. I mean, this is what all Predator fans want, and they got it with this film. So there you have it. That's my video for today, guys. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, like, and share, because it does help out with the YouTube algorithm. Also, if you have seen Prey, tell me what you thought about it. Leave your comments in the comment section below and tell me what you thought about the film. Also, if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. That way you'll be notified anytime when I put a new video such as this one. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as a Horror Miser, Monty G, and always remember that horror rules. And I say in my next video, I'm out.